Yes, sir. Welcome back to another video. And what a surprise. Another point guard video. At least this time, it's going to be a big guard. My first big PG this year, above 6'4". And I got to admit, it's been a lot of fun in the few rec games I have played with it, just because it's a different style of play. And who better to pick for a big point guard right now than LaMelo Ball? I got this footage before the weekend, and what do you know? He dropped 50 points this weekend, so what a coincidence. Hey, make sure you join the Discord. I'm trying to grow it with people who enjoy playing rec so we can get some consistent runs. Also, you could talk with other people who enjoy making NBA style builds as well. Discord.gg/Healy6. For this build, point guard 6'7", 182 with a 6'10 wingspan. This is currently LaMelo Ball's current height, weight, and wingspan, so if you want to change it, you can do so. Also, this build is going to be as close to LaMelo Ball as possible. You can tweak it if you want, but some of these attributes I am strictly doing to get LaMelo Ball animations or ratings he has on the actual game, so you can freestyle it after you see this video. Starting off with the finishing, we have 88 layup. Close shot is tied to it. I am planning on using 2 cap breakers for the layup. We're eventually going to get physical finisher on gold, so we're going to bump that up to a 90. Right now, I only have 1. I'm hoping 2K continues that trend with a cap breaker per season. The dunk is an 80. You get quick drops off 1. You get the Devin Booker dunk. You get some other effective dunk packages at 80. Standing dunks of 40. I only like the two-hander standing dunks, so that's why it's at that compared to 45. Post control, can't control. For the shooting, got 80 mid-range, 85 three-pointer. This is pretty close to what his ratings are in the Play Now rosters. So I maxed out the three-pointer. And the mid-range, you could leave it at 75, but I have it at an 80 because we are going to use the Make It Rain takeover, in which you need 80 mid-range, 80 three-pointer, and 70 speed to get. So if you're dominating in a game with this build, that mid-range is going to go up to an 87. The three-pointer is going to be a 92. The speed's going to be a 90. This is going to be a fast break machine. The playmaking, we got a 92 pass. You get Gold Dimer. You also get Tyrese Halliburton, which you unlock at 89. You also get Darius Garland pass style at 92 if you want that, but Hall of Fame Dimer at 92. The ball handle 86. This is where we're using a bunch of our cap breakers. For me in this video, I used 5 to get to 91. 91 ball handle is LaMelo Ball dribble animations. If you want to dribble like LaMelo Ball, you need that 91. If you don't care for them, go 90. Then with this build out the gate, you can go 4 to ball handle, you get 90, you get gold handles for days, and then you can use the 2 for driving layup, bump that up to a 90 right away. Got 80 speed with ball. 75 is silver lightning launch. 80 speed with ball though is the LaMelo Ball dribble style. I wanted to get that, so that's why it's an 80. Moving over to the defense, you get 74 perimeter. You get all the bronze badges from that. 85 steal, you get gold interceptor with silver glove. The block, non-existent, unfortunate, couldn't make it work. The rebounding, we went with 71 offensive rebound. It's just so easy to max out offensive rebounding that I couldn't really put any attributes elsewhere. So 71 there gets you silver box out, and then 60 defensive rebound. Should be able to rebound on both ends pretty fine. You're 6'7" as well. And then for the physicals, we got 83 speed, 71 agility. That's just for the defensive badges. Get 75 strength, which is needed for the gold physical finisher. And then 67 vertical, I think that's just silver aerial wizard. And then you complete the build, get Jason Kidd, LaMelo Ball, DeJounte Murray. And it comes out to be a 3-level scoring playmaker, which is exactly what his archetype is on the game. Here are the animations I'm using in this video. A lot of LaMelo Ball. There are a couple meta moves I've thrown in there as well. And this is the jump shot I am using. Jalen Tyson, Sadiq Bey, Oscar Robertson, 71-29, full release speed. And now we're on the gameplay portion of the video. You're gonna see a lot of oop attempts. You're also gonna see me drive to the basket quite a bit. As I said, this build, different play style. You can't zip around the court like you're on the tiny PGs anymore with Legend Lightning Launch and just super quick jump shots. You gotta be able to use your size around the court, make things happen. It's been different. And I've seen people complain about the taller guards, how they just like don't feel good this year. It makes sense. I'm not gonna say it's amazing playing on a tall guard, but I didn't have as many issues. But also playing on a smaller guard, it's just way more fluid. That's just how it is. You get the better dribble animations. You're smaller. You just got probably higher ball handle, higher speed with ball. That makes a huge difference in this year's game. But like with people I don't necessarily know, or if I don't necessarily want to shoot the ball a ton on like a 99 3 ball Steph Curry build, like this might be the build for me. The 85 steals, great. I get so many lane steals just because I am 6'7" on the floor. And the 80 dunks, not a problem. I think it was my Tony Allen build. I have 87 dunk on it. I think getting minimum contact dunks this year is not worth it. Last year it was, because as long as you had a way to the basket, there's no one there, you could rock out with 87 dunk last year and dunk on anyone. This year, I'm not really going to risk that. The 80 is fine with me. Going up against smaller guards as well, going to bully them on the break. Like, they aren't going to get a good contest for you. And because of the height, the quick drops are going to convert way more. So overall, I am glad I made this build. I had a friend, shout out Bud. He was like, hey, you should make a LaMelo Ball video. I'm like, okay, yeah, I might as well. Take a look at a taller guard. I had some VC left over. He asked me to run one night. I had this build just sitting there. You know what? Decided to make it. And here we are. And he dropped 50 points. So great timing for me. It's just funny though, because I think in the last video, it was the Kyrie one. I said, you know, not really a big fan of playing PG. I just don't play it a lot. So that's why I'd prefer playing like shooting guard or small forward, somewhere I can make more of an impact with the defense and offensive game there. This build, that fills that void a little bit, especially with the height. I'm going to mention the height over and over again. I'm not on a 6'2" player getting bullied every single time on defense. I can hold my ground on this build. Like, the defense isn't as strong as some of these other builds, but the height, it's going to help carry you. You got the length, keeping you in front of players. It also helps with some contests. Even with that low block on the build, the shot contests are still pretty decent. So I definitely could run this build at the 1. You're seeing it here, run at the 1. It could also be ran at the shooting guard. So if you're playing with someone else, they want to play PG on a small PG, yeah, this build could fill in at shooting guard, especially in rec. Like, shooting guards in rec, they aren't necessarily going to destroy you. They aren't necessarily going to have 95 ball handle, 99 3, dribbling the air out of the ball every time. You should be able to hold your ground. And I think it complements it well. 85 3-pointer. Some people are going to call that low, especially in this year's game. It's pretty easy to get a high rating just with cap breakers and everything else. But 85, not having too much of an issue, especially that 80 mid-range. I shot a few in this video, and I didn't feel like the shot went up. I had it timed, and I was like, oh yeah, this is missing regardless of my timing. No, I actually made them, and I had confidence taking the mid-range. The jump shot, pretty decent. There's a lot of good jump shots out there for 6'5", 6'9", especially at like the ratings I have. But at the point guard position, I didn't want to risk using like a D or F stability, especially if I'm going to be the one dribbling, wasting stamina. If I was catch and shoot on this build, yeah, no problem. Let me rock out with the Jared Culver base. I don't know. I'm just afraid of that timing stability just for dribbling, keeping my jump shot consistent. Maybe I'll rock out with the Culver just to see how it is, because I have seen some videos where maybe timing stability doesn't matter too much. But definitely catch and shoot. Yeah, I'm rocking Culver all day, because you know what? I'm sitting in the corner, full stamina, and I'm going to get the same animation every single time. Next video, or next build I make. Again, I say it every video. I want to go back and make some videos on older builds, but I happen to get the itch, make a new build. Next build I do end up making, I want to make like a 2-type guard. So if you have any recommendations for like a shooting guard, small forward hybrid, let me know. I got the Anthony Edwards build. That's about it. Let me know in the comment section down below on that. Otherwise, I might just make another forward build. I was in the builder making some crazy NBA player builds last week. Will they ever see the light? I don't know. I do post some in the Discord that I know I'm not necessarily going to make. Like I posted an Andre Kirilenko in the Discord. I have made like a Carlos Boozer. I don't know if I've posted that one in the Discord. But just some days I'm like, let me see if I can make this player. Let me see if I can make this player. And I look at the ratings they have on the game. But I do have a few in the builder I could make at some point. But yeah, let me know shooting guard builds. Also, let me know if you do make this build or a similar style. Join the Discord. I'd love to see the build posted there. We are currently at the end of the video. Appreciate everyone that tunes into the videos. You guys are the best. And we're done with season 2 of NBA 2K25. I will see you guys in season 3. Have a good one.